Fire away.
Your not expectations, but what are you wanting to see Sunday in the exhibition game from your guys?
Well, I'm just curious, like, right now you're going against yourself every day in practice, so you don't know, you don't have a gauge of, like, some of the turnovers you're causing. Is it because of bad offense or because of good defense? So now you get a chance to play against someone else. And so now you get a chance to see, like, is our defense, this good? Is our defense that bad? Is the offense or the defense? You don't know what's the cause and effect right now because you're going against yourself. So I'm just more looking forward to this as a measuring stick of where we actually are as a team and some of the things that you can measure. But the other thing I'm looking forward to the most is, like, do our guys have some enthusiasm about playing a game of basketball? Do we go out there with some fire and some competitive spirit? That's the thing I'm looking most forward to.
How is the progress, whether it's been picking up your defense or the motion offense, is it where you thought it would be going into the exhibition game, or?
Oh, I'd say we're a little bit behind right now as far as, like, our half-court offense. I think our full-court offense, as far as, like, our secondary and transition break, is on pace right now. Defensively, we got a lot of ways to go. Excuse me, a long ways to go. Just simple things like, as far as, like, rotating to the basketball and sinking the help side and things like that. I think right now we're a little bit more concerned about our man on help side D than actually where the ball is. But that's pretty typical, right now, early in the season when you're taking over a team. So I really don't know for sure until we play somebody.
How important is the success of this team, you think, going to be tied to getting Craig Sword up to speed to where you can have him at the point guard spot to help out Trevante this season?
Well, he really doesn't have a choice.
Yeah.
At this point in time, Trevante can't play 40 minutes a game. So, like, he is going to play some point guard for us. And, I think he's going to do a fine job at that. He's just going to have to learn the difference between, like, when to go and when not to go. We don't want to temper, Craig's enthusiasm about going and go make plays. I think that's one misconception people have about being a point guard is I don't want that person to use. I want him to run the team and kind of be pass first. And, know if you have the ability to go out and score in transition, we want you to do that. And Craig has that ability. We just want to make sure, like, when it's not there, now do you have the ability to pull it out and start the offense and just play basketball?
How does he help as far as, penetrating and be able to kick things back out and do some things maybe Trevante can't necessarily do it as often as Craig did?
Well, I think the biggest thing right now for Craig is that he has a college-ready body already as an incoming freshman. And so he has a physical strength, and he's also taller and bigger than Trevante is. So he's our best, penetrator. The thing about him, as far as, like, his ability to get into the lane, it opens up things for himself. It opens up things for some of our guys that can really shoot the ball, like Jalen Steele and Fred Thomas. So we want him to continue to try to get into the lane and make plays. Now it's this decision-making once he gets into the lane. I don't think there's very many people that can stop Craig from getting to the lane. It's just like what happens once he gets there. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Fred Thomas, obviously a good shooter, and Jalen was saying good things about him. You got to have that confidence as a freshman to step into some shots.
He doesn't lack for confidence. Like, if anything, we'll have to teach him, what's the difference between a good shot and a bad shot. But right now, like, Fred has made big games throughout his whole career, especially, high school and some of the championship games and things like that. So he doesn't, lack for confidence and all, and I think that's a great thing. Like, I much rather have to temper a guy, like, as far as, like, him taking a bad shot and, like, his confidence and try to pump it up, because sometimes you can't do that. But we can definitely, pull him backwards if we have to. But at this point in time, we haven't had to do that. I think he's a shooter, and that's a high commodity right now in the game of basketball. That guys that can make shots.
The players are saying that they feel like they can outrun some people right now. It's easy to say that in October when you have gone against anybody, but do you feel like that there's that potential there to where if you get late in the game, you're not going to be worried about guys holding on to their jerseys and things like that?
Yeah, well, they're playing against themselves too. Yeah. So if they're outrunning people, they're outrunning their teammates right now. So I don't know if that says anything about outrunning anybody. But at this point in time, I'm glad our guys feel like they can get out and transition in the secondary and go make plays by outrunning people. And that's what I want our guys to have. I want our guys to have some freedom to go out and make plays, especially in transition. So I'm glad they feel this way at this point in time. But like you said, like, it's October and things like that, but I don't see ourselves getting in worse shape throughout the season. If anything, we'll get in better shape. So if they can feel they can outrun people in October, they should be able to outrun people in December and January.
How big an issue do you think the lack of experience will be this year?
Oh, it'll be a huge, it's going to be a huge deal. Like we just got basically a new team. We only got a couple guys, that played college, basketball. And what we try to do in practice right now is we try to play a lot of games, and like whether it be a 4-minute game or an 8-minute game and have late game situations and see if our guys deal with time and score. I think that's the biggest difficulty you have with guys that are inexperienced is not whether they can play college basketball, it's what type of decisions they make in crunch time. And a lot of these guys haven't been in those decision-making abilities and decisions at that point in time. So my big thing is right now, what we're doing is we're trying to make sure we simulate, late game situations to see what type of mistakes they make. Not only what type of mistakes they make, but now like bring them back and film the next day and saying like, look at the time, look at the score, what should we have done, using it as a teaching tool.
All right, and young